So the next thing for us to do is install our M.2 SSDs, and our M.2 slots are behind heatsinks on the motherboard. So you'll notice our top slot has this really beefy heatsink in it, and that's a good sign that it's going to be a Gen 5 slot. As I've mentioned, the Gen 5 drives run much hotter, so you do need a really beefy heatsink on them to prevent them from throttling. So to remove our top slot, it is toolless, so we're going to push this lever down. We can then lift it up and pull the heatsink away. The rest of our M.2 slots are underneath this bottom heatsink. It's held on with 4 screws. Then with the screws loosened, we can lift the heatsink off. So this is a high-end motherboard. It actually has 6 M.2 slots. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 and 6. So all of these slots aren't created equally, so it's really important you have a really good look at the motherboard manual to see the spec of each of the slots and is there any compromises if you install a drive in each of the slots. So our motherboard has 3 Gen 5 slots. They are the top one and these 2 bottom slots on the left hand side, whereas the other 3 slots are Gen 4 drives. So the first question you may have is, can I install a Gen 4 drive in a Gen 5 slot? The answer is yes, you can, but you mightn't get any advantage from doing it. The drive's not going to run any faster than its generation. Likewise, you can put a Gen 5 drive into a Gen 4 slot, but that is going to hamper its performance because it's only going to be able to run at Gen 4 speeds in a Gen 4 slot. The next thing you're going to want to look at is where do the PCIe lanes for each of the slots come from. So all the ones over towards the left hand side, they come directly from the CPU, whereas these 2 slots over on the right hand side, they come via the chipset. So although these slots are Gen 4 slots, they're going to be slightly slower than this Gen 4 slot because it goes directly to the CPU, whereas these ones have to go via the chipset. You're then going to want to know, is there any compromises if I occupy any of the slots? And this varies from motherboard to motherboard, and particularly with older Intel generations, they tended to have 1 Gen 5 slot, but if you installed a drive in it, it tended to reduce the PCIe lanes from your graphics card down. So with this new generation of boards, the good news is if you install your Gen 5 drive in this top slot, there's no limitations for your graphics card. You've still got all 16 Gen 5 lanes for your graphics card. The problem comes with the next 2 Gen 5 drives down. They share PCIe lanes with this top slot. So each of these requires 4 lanes. So if you install a drive in any one of these slots, the 16 lanes that you have for your graphics card are cut down to 8 because they're going to use 4 of them each. The other question I'm often asked, does it matter if I put a Gen 4 drive in these slots? No, it doesn't. Any drives installed Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 5, you're going to reduce the PCIe lanes from your graphics card down. And then the final thing you're going to want to look at with the different slots is how good are the heat sinks on them. In some more budget boards, you mightn't even get a heatsink on them. In these boards, we've got heat pads behind these slots here, but no heat pads behind these slots. So factoring all this in, I'm going to be installing 1 Gen 5 drive and 1 Gen 4 drive. So in terms of the Gen 5 drive, it makes sense to install this in the top slot. That's because we don't want to reduce the PCI lanes down for our graphics card by using this bottom slot. The other advantage of the top slot, it has a much beefier heatsink than this bottom slot, so it's going to help our drive run slightly cooler. In terms of our Gen 4 drive, this is the slot we're going to install it in for 2 reasons. The first is we've got a little heat pad behind it, which is going to help cool our drive, whereas these Gen 4 slots don't have that. And the second reason is the PCI lanes for this slot come directly from the CPU, whereas the ones over here come via the chipset, so this is going to be the faster slot. And in general, in most motherboards, it tends to be the top slot that is the fastest one. But if you are going with a different motherboard, it's just really important you look at the manual to help you decide which is the best place to install your drives. So just before we install our drives, we're going to want to remove the plastic protection from the heat pad, and though we're only going to be installing drives in these 2 slots, it probably is good practice to remove all the plastic pads because there is going to be quite a bit of heat next to here. Likewise, we're going to need to remove the plastic protection on the back of the heat sinks. So you'll notice our M.2 SSD has gold contacts on one side, and we're going to slide that into our slot. So all we want to do is hold the drive at a slight angle and insert it into the slot. So once it's in the slot, we can go ahead and push it down. Now we've got this little clip here, which we just need to push forward, and that's then going to secure our drive in the slot. This clip will slide to different positions for different lengths of drives, and once it's in the right place to remove it, all you need to do is pull it slightly this way, and that will free it up, and then it's just a simple matter of pushing it down to lock it in place. We can then work our way down to our Gen 4 slot, slot the drive into place, And again, we've got a little clip here which is going to hold it in place. So it's just a matter of pushing the drive down. So another important tip to give you at this stage, if there's one particular drive that you want to install Windows on, and for us it would be our Gen 5 drive, and you've got drives of the same capacity, for example, if these were both 1 terabyte drives, there would be no way for us to identify which drive was which when we come to install Windows. So the safest thing to do in this situation would just be to install the one drive, install Windows on the drive, and then at a later stage add the additional drives in. For this particular build, our Gen 5 drive is a 1 terabyte drive, whereas our Gen 4 drive is a 2 terabyte drive. So when we come to set up Windows, we can just look for the 1 terabyte drive and install Windows on it. And then we can go ahead and replace our heat sinks.